This video will uh, instruct you how to use the SAS files for analyzing the data. SAS is a very convenient software which you can use for data analysis. And the convenience side of this is that you can program it just once and then you can repeat using the program for certain parameters in your specific area many times by replacing the data source files only, and which means that you just need to supply the new raw data, and then the software will calculate and analyze the parameters in the way you expect without programming again. So it saves a lot of time for you, that in one click you can finish everything. So today I will show you some files related to SAS. That's the basic step for preparation before we can launch in more complex procedures. So first we need to help prepare the sample file. This file is the raw data file. And in this file, you can see we have 6 columns in this file. Just a sample for you. And you see from left to right, from top to bottom, there are no empty cells, and it have to be full with the data. Even letter or number, if there are no data, one data missing, we can put the dot here. But it's not possible to leave it empty. So we need to put at least a dot there if then the data were lost. And after this, we will save the file to another format, which is you can see save A, and here another format here. We can use this or this, but I am familiar with this one. So I select this one, let's save it, name it, and then you can see here, because I already prepared one here, you just select. Yes. And now we have the files available for the software to work on that. Now this is the SAS file. We open the SAS file, which is connected to the software, and in this software, the outline of the file is quite identical over programs, and we just copy and reuse it for many times. So this is the basic structure of the file. The beginning is very similar for everything, and the middle is the calculation, and underneath is the procedure. This is one procedure, and procedure. So in this video, I just focus on the structure of a simple SAS file. Like you see in the Excel file, we have 6 columns, and in this we also have 6 columns here. And from the start, you see at the beginning, what we need to do to change when we you input this file in your own laptop, is that we need to change the pathway. The pathway is which is the location of the file here. just by a simple click here. For example, here, and just copy it, and then we pass to here, paste it to here, and this is the file name. So we can repeat this one, input here. We can put 1,000. I don't know the limit, but I use up to more than 100 variable here with 100 columns in the file. That's the big files, and that's also useful for your big data. And because this is a simple sample, so I only include 6 variables, and one of the variable you see here with the dollar signal behind that, which means that variable had a letter. The letter mean, like, if you don't use that, what happened? The software can't recognize the letter variable. For example, you have treatment A, B, C, and if you don't have this signal, they just recognize the letter like the dot. So you need to put it so that the software can read the letter in the letter. Because normally, if there are no signal, then it understands that it's a number, but letter is not a number, so it's just understand that the dot, and you can get the data inside the file. This is the calculation. We need the logics in the calculation as well, because the software will calculate from the top to the bottom. So we need to make it logical, which means that like which first we need to be calculated first should be on the top. What can be calculated later should be on the bottom. If you change the position down to up, then it can't understand the lower one, because like you see, A are components of E. So we need to calculate A first before we calculate E. So in my file, I have more than 100 equations, and sometimes I made mistakes, and that can't work. Even for data analysis later, like do statistical analysis, and it's reported the mistake, and I don't know where's A, and I have to check the equation again to see, oh, is it logical or not. So this step is very important in calculation. And if we calculate everything right, then it will be right. Here in the probability that we check. Now we can do on in one week to check. Okay, you see here is 8 variable, and we check in the log to see what is right. Okay, at the beginning it's a 30 records, which means 30 rows, 30 observations, and 6 variables. This is the raw variable we input, and this is 30 observation, which means 30 rows, 30 tank, 30 animals, or 30 house, or 30 kgs, and 6 variable is a 6 column, 6 parameter. And after calculation, we have 2 more variables. So now in the work, the calculation work folder, we have 30 observation and 8 variables. So I think that's it for today. And in the next video, I will focus on the regression, how to do regression in SAS, and especially we have the comparison of the slope in the regression for different treatments in the next video. Please follow this one. Thank you very much for